Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and I am happy to have you here today, especially if you are new, but even more especially if you are returning. So thank you. So I'm in a bit of a Temu drought at the moment. I have an order coming, but it took them 3 days just to get it packed. So I'm starting to worry that I'm not even going to get it in time for before I go on vacation, but we'll see. So during this Temu drought, what do? You go to Dollar Tree. So I am here today with a Dollar Tree haul. And so yesterday I took the day off from work. I'd worked so many hours the week before that I kind of took a comp day to make up for it. And we went to this place over in Illinois called the Pink Elephant. It's kind of a antique store. So I've gotten some vintage things from there before, but we went there because they have a candy shop connected to it. And in that candy shop, they also have different flavored sodas in glass bottles that you don't see normally. Now, the St. Louis area is where Fitz sodas are made, so we do have a good variety of bottled sodas in that respect. And actually the Vest Soda Company hails from St. Louis too. But none of those make chocolate soda, and chocolate soda is one of my favorite flavors of soda. Now, all time is Dr. Pepper and Pibb Extra. I don't know why they couldn't keep calling it Mr. Pibb, but whatever. Those are pretty comparable. I usually get Dr. Pepper just because that's more readily available. But chocolate soda is my kind of next favorite. When I was young, so probably in the 80s, I've tried looking this up to see when it was manufactured, but I didn't look very well. But Faygo used to make a chocolate soda. And no, I don't mean like Yoo-hoo. I don't mean like you could go to Steak and Shake and have chocolate ice cream syrup put in your Coke. I mean, that works okay, but it's not the same. So yes, they have an actual chocolate soda. So I always, whenever we go there, I get a couple of those. But then I also kind of look around to see what else is weird and unique and appropriate for the time, because we've recently had our presidential debate. They had a line of presidential candidate sodas, and I picked up this one because of the flavor. I'm hoping it's going to be sort of decent. But this one is Trump Tonic sour grape soda. Sour grapes, right? And pardon me, Pop. So I feel like this is, fairly recent given, the situation with him, and made with 100% recycled candidates. They also had a Biden one, and then they had a probably a diet. So it was like void of Biden and Trump in it. But the Biden one was citrus. And so this one, because it was sour grape, I thought I would try this one, and I'm going to try it while we're talking. The sour grape kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, that's like why I don't like wine, is because it's sour. And so I would always prefer juice to that, just because I like sweet. So let me see if I can get this open. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That tastes just like a regular grape soda. So maybe they just put sour grapes in there because that's fitting for him. So a little bit disappointed, but then not, because if it was really sour, I might not have liked it. Sorry. So, okay, well, there's that. But it's like really condensating. So let me get a paper towel to sit it on. But yeah, I like, so my son tried ranch soda one time, and that was disgusting. So and I tried it too, but I like trying weird flavors. You know, they're not, I don't know, it's probably a couple bucks for that. All right, so Dollar Tree. I'll show you this one because we've already put this one together, but I mentioned on an earlier video that for vacation this year, we didn't have a lot of money, and so we just found an Airbnb that happened to have a pool. And we never can find our pool toys that we have from the year before. Big surprise. So we usually agree to spend about $10 on pool supplies for the new place. So my daughter found this. So you had to buy the pool noodles separate. So we bought this chair. And is this going to hold up in the water? Probably not. I could just see sitting on this the first time and it totally ripping or tearing away from the seams. But we'll give it a try. I mean, it was cheaper than a blow up kind of thing. And the noodle, we can still use the noodle. Although I will say the noodles at Dollar Tree are smaller than the kind you might find at Walmart. So a lot of times, like, we'll try to sit like with one of these between our legs kind of thing, and these don't really hold you up. So you need a couple of them if you get the Dollar Tree version. But they had these in green, blue, and red at the location we went to for the pool noodles. So we got both of those. And then, and everything I think I got here was just the regular Dollar Tree, $1.25. I don't think I got any. Some of the food items now are more expensive, and I don't think I got anything. Oh no, I got one thing off of the plus aisle, but let's just do that now. So I got this. Now I know Temu sells these. We've all kind of seen them on there, but I've never gotten one off of Temu. So I thought I would just go ahead, and Temu's is probably cheaper, but again, I could get this same day. So it's an LED shower speaker, so it's Bluetooth. So, you know, you pair it with your phone or whatever, and then you can have better sound. So a lot of times I will try to play sound on my phone while I'm taking a shower, and I'll have it up as high as my phone can go, and it's not great. And this supposedly will have a sticker that I could stick it to the wall, but my shower tiles are porous, and so I can't stick any. I don't get to use any of the cool things that they make for sticking in showers. I really need to do one of those like bathroom refitter kind of things that they just come in and set a new tub shower liner over what I've already got. That would make things a lot easier. I could use a lot of hooks in my shower. Okay, so you just get, oh, it's a suction cup. So I do have a window in there, so maybe this would stick to the window. I don't put hooks on the window because I don't want additional water. You know, it's really problematic to have a functioning window in your bathroom because you don't want the water getting down into it, which it always does in ours. And like my parents, so they live 2 doors down, so their house is the exact same configuration, and they have blinds over theirs to keep the water from going in, which would be smart. I'm not that smart. So anyway, it comes with a charging cable, USB-C. Wait, no, that's not USB-C. Sorry, I didn't realize I hadn't turned my phone ringer off. This is like the Android kind of plug. So this won't work for me. I need to use a iPhone cord. But anyway, here's where you would plug it in to charge. Now I was thinking that this was just a sticker on here, but it does not appear to just be a sticker. So it must light up once it's on and look like that. So I'm not, it's okay. So it's dead. It's not lighting up or anything. But yeah, so as I was saying, I wouldn't mind hanging this on my window, but I can't really hang anything else on there. Maybe I could hang one of those razor hooks, because, you know, razors don't really drip a lot of water, but all right. And then I was thinking it looked like this would come out, but it's in there pretty good. So yeah, so we'll give this a try, and maybe I'll sound better when I sing in the shower. Okay, I gotta take another drink. Might be a little bit, I'm trying to compare it to Crush, Grape Crush, and Grape Crush might be a little bit sweeter than that. All right. Next, also for the pool, is a water ball sling. And my guess is, we only got one of these. We probably should have gotten two. So we might pick up another one when we go. Oh, it's just a slingshot, so there's no way to catch it with this. So we're just slinging the balls to each other, I guess. But my guess is this is going to go over the fence at some point pretty early on in the vacation, and will have been a total waste of money. Really, ideally, what we like to get for the pool, we like to get a ring, because even though all of my kids are now tall enough to stand up in a pool, a couple of them don't really know how to swim per se. So we usually try to get a ring, and we try to get goggles, because for some reason they feel like they need goggles, and that's probably smart on their part. But I remember growing up, you just opened your eyes under the water and it was fine. But I'm sure people would say, don't do that. And in fact, I did that in Lake Michigan. And that you really probably shouldn't do. But it was kind of orangish green. But anyway, so there was that. I'm gonna have such a mess after this. Okay, next. Okay, so I got this just because it was name brand and it's Pond's, and I finally bought some of the Pond's cold cream to take my makeup off. Although I will say that stuff, for example, let's say I use that in the shower. So yesterday I take a shower. I wanted to get a lot of my eye makeup off, because I honestly, unfortunately, go to bed sometimes with my makeup all on, most of the time. Okay, so there's really no surprise why my skin is always messed up, because I don't take the right care of it. But whenever I use that Pond's stuff, you know, it does work really well to get all the makeup off. But then if I'm washing it off with a microfiber cloth or just my hands, it's still there. So then I still have to wash my face, even though it says it's a cleanser too. So I don't know. So then, of course, if I don't wash it off with cleanser, I'm sitting there thinking, this is going to make my face break out again because it's oily. So I have kind of a love-hate relationship with that stuff. But it is good at taking the makeup off. Now, I'm gonna need my scissors for everything, I guess. But this is a Perfect Color Complex. Well, that's what it's called. And it's anti-marks for natural color. It's a beauty cream, normal to dry skin. That was the only kind they had. And sometimes I have normal skin, sometimes I have dry skin, sometimes I have oily skin. But it says it is a double brightening formula with advanced vitamin B3. Brightening ability from deep inside. So I figured I could use, you know, with having rosacea and acne, I mean, I could use some brightening help, right? And anytime you see a name brand well, maybe this is not a good, I don't know. I was going to say, anytime you see a name brand at Dollar Tree, you should snag it up. But then you got to wonder, why is it at Dollar Tree? I mean, not like it's a place that gets all the rejects, but what's the deal? So there's what it looks like. And I mean, it smells like cream. It's a white. So I don't know. I didn't put any makeup, any foundation on today. So, but I've been in love with these blue glasses, and my Pair order with my new toppers is delayed somewhere. So I've been like looking, so I scrounged out this old t-shirt that I got last season from Temu. And I was like, well, there's some blue in it. So then I popped this on so I could wear these, but it would really look better with purple, I think. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. How long do you got to use something like this for it to work? Don't stay in the sun too long if you're wearing this. Use this in conjunction with both UVA and a minimum SPF 15 coverage. Don't put it in the fridge. So if you're someone who likes their beauty products cold, don't do that with this. Clinically proven to fade away dark marks for natural color. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how long you'd have to use this for this to start to brighten it. And is it one of those things that just brightens it for that day, or is it supposed to actually heal your skin? I don't know. So anyway, there was that. Then in that same aisle, I picked up this multivitamin serum. It has vitamins B, C, E, and niacinamide. And I like a good serum. I wish it was a frosted. You guys know I've said before I like it when the serum bottles are frosted, but that's okay. And not tested on animals, for all skin types, paraben free. So it's got all the good stuff. And where are the directions in English? Apply 2 to 4 drops to palms and gently press serum onto face and neck before moisturizers and oils. For best results, use morning and evening. So yeah, so we'll give that a try. I really like this kind of thing after I do a mask. All right, then I picked up another one of these. It's a roll-on. It's 0% aluminum, which several of us in my family are allergic to aluminum, so we need these for that. And aluminum-free deodorant can be super expensive, but Dollar Tree has several different kinds of aluminum-free deodorant. So if that's an issue that you have, you should check there. I mean, you don't get a wide variety of scents, but I don't think you really do other places either, because there just aren't a lot of the aluminum free ones. But this one's mint and cucumber. But I also got this because we use this as a, when we get bug bites, we will roll some of this on, and it works great for helping with the itch. So that's kind of an unusual application for this, but that's what I got this one for, as opposed to using it for deodorant. And then, okay, I don't have a good reason why I got this, but for some reason when I saw the petroleum jelly, I just kind of got nostalgic. Now, why would I get nostalgic for something like this? I don't know, but I'm betting my parents have the exact same glass jar of petroleum jelly that they had ever since I was born. And it's, I would say that means it's awesome stuff to have, but probably not, because why isn't it used up yet? But anyway, this one was the cocoa butter version. It smells so good. And so I just got one. I thought, you know, maybe when the kids during the winter have chapped lips and stuff, we can just use this. I don't really have any other reason to use this, except I could try this on some of my psoriasis spots that are like not on my head, and maybe the extra moisture would help. But that's didn't really have a good reason to get that, except it smells really, really good. All right, and then up at the checkout, these were a spontaneous add-in. So they have these prayer cards now. You've probably seen the Give It to God tins that they have. And so I think, though, that these are more like Bible verse cards. Like those tins are more you write your prayers down and you put them in there. But I think at least, so there's 20, it says 20 prayer and scripture cards. So yeah, so I'm hoping that they are, oh, they're big. Okay, well, I know the box was this big, but I think I was thinking that it would be like half, you know, two, but they're the whole size. So, okay, so they all say today's prayer on one side, and then this side, they're just verses. So that's kind of cool. So if you're someone who has a prayer journal, these might be great to add. Or someone who prays through scripture. Or if you're trying to memorize scripture, these are an excellent size for, I mean, they're a little bit, they're probably what, 4 by 6 size cards. But so like my thing does index card size. These are a little bit bigger, but they'd be great for that. And or working with your kids to memorize scripture. But my thought is, now that I'm seeing these, I will probably cover this side with some kind of writing page, so make them journal cards, and then I can tape them into my Bible as flippy-doos, and then they'll have a lot of space to write on the back for taking notes and whatnot. So okay, so I wasn't sure like what all we'd have in here, but, and they've got some interesting, you don't see a lot of the Bible cards that you can get on Temu and stuff. You don't see a lot of them doing First Chronicles. So yeah, so there's 20 cards in this box, and the store I was at had 2 different options, so I got one of each. Hopefully that means there's no duplication in the actual scriptures. I mean, right? You could surely would not have to have duplicates. But this is the other one. Let's do a thumbnail. Some brighter colors. So yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot because of how big it is. So I could easily get some good extra writing space in my Bible with that. So I'll confess, we went yesterday when we went out, we went over to Illinois because I thought I can't find any Candy Moyo nail glue in any of the Dollar Trees that are in the metropolitan St. Louis area. Cannot. I've looked at a blue million of them, can't find it. So I thought, let's try Illinois. Maybe for some reason St. Louis just doesn't carry it or whatnot. And do you think I went to 2 different ones. So there's 2 different stores wrapped up in this, and they didn't have any either. But for the first time I did, at least in those, see some Candy Moyo nail polish. So I saw other things in there in the line, but no glue. All right, then I also picked these out at the checkout station, ice drops. I just remember when I was in high school. We used to always carry these, and I have those sniffers that I got off of Temu, and I like the mint ones because it helps wake you up. And so I have one of those in the car for like when I'm driving home from work or something. In case I start to get kind of tired, I'll sniff on one of those and it wakes me back up. Well, I got this for the same reason, because mint, you know, they always say if you're going to take a test or you need, you know, help waking up, chew on mint gum or a mint candy or something. So I got this thinking that that might have the same effect. So there's 24 in here, but they dissolve on your tongue kind of thing. And they're for bad breath, but that's not what I'm wanting them for. All right, so that was it for that bag. All right. Then, so I've been dealing, like, lately, because I don't really like my haircut, I've been putting my hair in ponytails a lot, but I've got all this hair that just, you know, like, it's too short to do anything, and it doesn't typically like to stay back here. But it occurred to me that they make hair products for problems like that. And I have been so used to not using any hair products since I stopped coloring my hair 6 or 7 years ago that it's like I forgot, right? So I haven't used hairspray in all that time. I haven't used gel in all that time. I have used mousse just because I was trying to get something that would keep the curls in there, but mousse is too crunchy. And I talked about this on another episode and you guys gave me some ideas. But then I was like, why aren't I trying to use gel or hairspray? Duh. So I didn't have any hairspray, so I bought some hairspray. Now, yes, I didn't wash my hair today either, but yesterday I had some of my son's hair gel that I put in here. And I think some of that beach salt spray I was using, and that helped it, you know, stay in touch. Because I've also got one of those like balm sticks for loose hairs or whatever, but I don't like that. So anyway, I got some hairspray, and I don't like aerosol hairsprays because I don't know, I did in the 80s, right? But when you had your Aquanet and your hair was all the way up to here. But I just got a pump because I can just spray a little on here and then, you know, spread it out or whatever. All right. And then I always love watermelon face things. So I got this watermelon gel mask, soothing. And I will say watermelon is really good about being soothing like that. There was something I was going to tell you guys that I'd been using that has a watermelon scent. I don't remember now if it was a lipstick, but it was kind of surprising. Like, I was using it one day, I was like, oh, this smells like watermelon. But fat lot of good it does if I can't tell you what it was. So anyway, there's that. Okay. So if any of you have seen my Grove hauls, I got one of these from Grove, and it is an oil absorbing roller, which is good for me because I don't like the oil blotting papers that you can use, and I don't really like to use powder to cover up the oil because it'll make my face break out if I just keep adding layers of powder on. So I had gotten one of these from Temu, didn't like it, but I got one from Grove and I did like it. And what they are is, it is volcano stone of some sort. And I'll use this in a second, but the idea is that wherever you've got oily skin, you can just take this and kind of absorb the oil off of your skin, and over time it's going to add, see, I had oil on, oh well, this one has a little bit of the coating on it, But when you first get it, some of them have a coating on the actual stone, which wears off. But it will, see, like here, there's no oil, but then it's getting a little darker. So the idea is you just go over your oily skin and it comes out on this. And then after you're done doing that, you would take some kind of a clean cloth, which this really isn't clean, but, and then you would kind of roll it on that clean cloth. And then once a week, you would wash this. So, but I don't know how well it, I mean, look at that. So obviously this will get darker over time, but it's soaking the oil up, and it's maybe a little bit less shiny. So yeah, so I thought this would, I like having it in my purse. And so then when I saw, I've never seen them at Dollar Tree before, so I thought I'd give it a try there, because it should save money. I mean, it's like, right? It's sustainable. And so real volcanic stone. Okay, so there, just in case their cleaning directions are different, it says to clean, twist the locking ring around the stone clockwise to unlock. Next, push the stone downward through the plastic insert for stone to be removed. Wash with warm water and your favorite gentle cleanser. Rinse and allow it to air dry overnight before you lock it back in again. So yeah, same instructions. So if you're someone who's looking for a sustainable option to help with oil control, give this a try. And I think that now that I know how it's supposed to be taken care of, I think the Temu one is fine also. The kicker with the Temu one was when I put it on my face, there was probably a powder, there's probably a powder on these when you first get them, and it was darker than my skin, so I was like, could see it on there. But once that's gone, then you don't have that problem. And if you were worried about that, you could wash it first, let it dry, and then start with it from scratch. All right, then I also picked up this one, which is a rose quartz facial roller. And the idea with this one is you can put it in the fridge for one, and the cleaning instructions are the same for this one. But this one is rose quartz instead of the volcano stone. And this one you can use probably just like those gua sha rollers or whatever. I don't know how do you pronounce that. But I think the idea is you can use this to apply serums to your face. So just kind of help roll those in. But again, you know, if you're worried about, if you have one of those and you're worried about it breaking or something, this might be a good alternative. It's really pretty, but yeah, and it's already cool, but if you stuck it in the fridge, I mean, that would feel really nice, right? And you can maybe get into some of the corners a little bit more easily that you can't get with some of those rollers, those bigger rollers. And for $1.25, good deal to me. All right. Next. Okay, so I like the different flavored sodas. They had a green apple soda. And this is a pretty popular brand around this area too. I'm not a big fan of the cane sugars. I think they taste funny, probably because I grew up on corn syrup sugar or sodas. But I make more allowances for that with the weirder flavors. So like when Sierra Mist went Pure cane, I was like, forget it. I'm not doing that anymore. And I think that's the one that went away, right? And now it's replaced by Starry. So I don't think it worked for for them either. But I was thinking, I was trying to see. Okay. I was thinking for some reason that this might have been a local brand too, but no. The Jones Soda Company is in Seattle, Washington. But yeah. Oh, and you can, if you're ever looking to customize your own soda, they will do that for you. You can get your own kind of label made. Now, I don't know if you can get your own flavor made, but for like parties or something, if you wanted to do something like that, but you can definitely get customized labels made for sodas, and it has instructions on how to do that kind of right here. And I also got a Boylan Shirley Temple. So I really like Shirley Temples, and Boylan is out of New York. Oh, it's also a cane sugar. So everybody's always like, cane sugar. Okay, soda's terrible for you. Let's just get that out of the way. But everybody's like, cane sugar is a better soda than corn syrup. And, you know, I don't know if I agree. Like, it's all bad for you. What, you know, is there different levels of bad? Okay. Then I got some Hawaiian Retreat Room Mist. And this one, so this one is like a coconut. I don't know. Are those coconut flowers? Do coconuts have flowers? What does it say? I don't know. Maybe this is that one flower that I have the necklace. Plumeria? Is that it? Maybe these are Plumeria flowers. It doesn't say. It just says Hawaiian Retreat. So, got one of those. I don't know how this compares. I guess I could spray. I don't know if this is a fine mist or if it's a... Okay. That's not bad. I'm going to die now because it's hit my skin, but it's really nice smelling. Okay, so these are great for the bathroom, but they're also nice, you know, just anywhere. And tropical citrus. So they also, of course, have the kind that you can stick into the machine that'll pump out automatically. I've gotten those at various points in my life, and I don't know, they just always seem like they're worth or a lot harder to deal with than they should be. Oh, well, that one came out more as a spray or a stream. Okay, that has a good citrus scent. They've kind of got all of the citrus on here, but I could definitely smell the lime and the grapefruit. I don't really smell orange, but lime and grapefruit tend to be overpowering when you have them together. All right, and then I've just got one bag left. We're doing okay on time. And this is the food bag, apparently. So we love these bagel chips, and it's hard for us to find the roasted garlic in our area. So I picked up one of those. Oh, two of those. And I love these. They have the tagine. I never remember how it's pronounced, and you guys have told me before, and I'm sorry that I don't remember, and I probably won't remember again. But whether it's tagine or tahine, I love these. And I prefer the watermelon, but they also have them in peach. But yeah, I love the extra spice that brings. It's not too spicy, because then once you're chewing into the ring, you get the sweet. But yeah, I really like those. But I think these bags are getting smaller, which seems about right. Go up in price and make your thing smaller. All right, and then Albanese is my favorite brand of gummy bears. They have these that are in kind of your traditional flavors, but then they also have butterflies that are kind of more exotic flavors, and they have worms. But yeah, so I usually pick up one of these when I'm there just because I like them. But these can kind of make me bloated sometimes, if I'm being honest. And then we picked up a thing of, my daughter wanted to make some brownies, so she's going to make some brownies. All you got to do is add oil and 1 egg and some water. Betty Crocker, and you can't go wrong with that. And then last, yep, I got 2 of the Mambas. We love these, and these were, they had this right next to one that was maybe this big for the same price. Now, come on. At least put them in different places. I mean, really, if you're going to try to sell this stuff, you wouldn't want them right next to each other if you want people to buy the smaller ones for the same price, or make them a different price. But anyway, this one has lemon, raspberry, orange, and strawberry, and they are super good. And then this one has apple, kiwi, peach, passion fruit, mango, orange, and pineapple coconut. And usually we'll get these and we'll divide them up evenly among everybody. The hope is always that you get at least one of each flavor, because there are 4 6-packs in here. So each person would get, oh yeah, so there would be, each person, since we have a family of 6, each person would get 1 from each pack. All right, well, that is it for this Dollar Tree haul. I don't know. I don't know if my Dollar Trees are bad, or because there's a ton of them, so I should have some pretty good variety. But yeah, you guys get stuff in yours that I just can never find. So then I end up just getting food. And I'm like, you can't go wrong with food. But I will say, I did finally try. I had gotten some ham salad, a can of ham salad there, and I was kind of nervous about trying it. And I opened it up and I ended up throwing it away because it was like, well, okay. I threw it away because it had whatever kind of shelf-stable mayonnaise or shelf-stable egg or whatever can be in it. I don't know. So that's why I didn't give it to the cats, right? But it felt like cat food. And I think it was supposed to be like Spam, but it was softer than that. So it was gross, but yeah. So, okay, that's it. Let's try some Trump tonic one more time. Okay, it is a little sour, but whatevs. All right, well, if you spent today with me, thank you so much. Thanks for being here during my Temu void. And it's going to be a while, I think, before, because it just shipped out today. So you guys, that means I've got to wait. I don't know. Stuff. So if I order things, it usually takes 10 days, almost to the T, 10 days. So, but what I don't know, well, I guess that would include packing time. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have some Temu in a week, but it's going to be a long week. So, but hopefully, because I'm kind of trying to be ahead on filming, maybe it won't seem like that long for you guys. But anyway, wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for being here. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.